Hey guys, what's going on? It's kind of an awesome sunny Sunday, and I've kind of moved my spot a little bit from where I normally do videos and all that because it's really blowing out, especially when the sun comes out pretty strong. But today's video is going to be my top 10 favorite Switch games in my collection that have like the best art or the art on the box that I think it is. So this is kind of neat because last night I was streaming and I got together with the community and we talked a little bit and stuff, and we had talked about anything from like camera equipment to streaming equipment. And while we were doing that, we picked 10 games out of my Switch collection, and to be fair, I picked a lot of them myself. But then we put it up for like votes and stuff to do some like I wanted at least 10 in this collection. So I had about like 6 or 7 in there, and then they voted on which other one should be in this collection. So there's a couple in here that I don't necessarily feel that strong about that they did, and so this is also like their choice. So that's what's kind of cool about this. So let's look at them. So I didn't try to tier them as like 1, 2, 3, 4 through 10, just 10 that I think are awesome, and I just put them in alphabetical order. So that's how I kind of line this up. Okay. So number one, starting with A, Astral Chain. I think this game looks freaking sweet. Now, we're not talking about how the game plays or how the game looks on the system. We're just talking about the artwork on the box. Because having physical games, this is one thing that I absolutely love. Now, inside, there's not that much. There's not a manual, but there is some really cool artwork. And in the game, you play a brother and sister duo. So this is kind of neat how they have their split duality there. All right, so number two, a game that's a personal favorite of mine, seeing how I grew up with Castlevania and stuff. This one right here, Bloodstain Curse of the Moon. This is a limited run. And God, that artwork's awesome. But it gets better than that. So if you guys know anything about this game, it's kind of based off of like Castlevania a little bit. This one specifically plays a lot like Castlevania 3 on the original NES. So they brought out a collector's edition, and the collector's edition is awesome. It comes in this freaking box, and this box is amazing. So this box is actually sleeved, and this brings out back so many nostalgia memories for me. The collector's box is literally an NES box. Like, it's folded up in the same way on the bottom and everything. But I mean, look at that. And the artwork has that same Konami kind of deal that was going on here. And the thing's cool is they actually had the original guy that did the artwork for the Konami boxes back on the NES days do the artwork for this box. So it is just amazing looking. And here's the back. The screenshots look like they're coming from a tube TV. It's a little blown out. There we go. There we go. Now you can see it. So that's the only one here that we have that actually has like a collector's box. The rest of them are just regular Switch games. All right. Up next, if you know anything about me and artwork, and one of the ones that got really close in here was Thumper, because Thumper has foil artwork on it, which means it's like reflective and stuff. And so I'm a personal sucker for foil artwork. But I think the cover on this one looks so good, and it's foil, and so I had to have it in here. So that is Celeste. Just look at how it like reflects and stuff. It's really cool. There's the back. And the inside's foil too, and it looks amazing. This game's hard. This game it's really freaking hard. It's not an easy game at all. All right, number four, the game's fun, but man, the artwork that they did for this looks so good. And that is Freedom Planet. The release that Limited Run did for this artwork looks so cool. There's the back. Limited Run does these little foil cards every once in a while, and they look really cool. sometimes they have unique art themselves. And there is the inside cover right there. It's very cool. If you've never played this game, it plays like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's really good. All right, up next, one that I'm just currently now getting to and playing, and I actually found this at Best Buy, and I'm loving the art style of this game. I'm loving the play of it, and a lot of you guys do too, because I've constantly seen this like on the top eShop sales. And if you didn't know, they make a physical version of it. You can find it in Best Buy, or you can find it on Fangamer online, and that is Hollow Knight. Yes, there is a physical version of Hollow Knight, and there's the cover. I mean, it's gorgeous. I love the artwork on it. There we go. And the thing that's really amazing about Hollow Knight is not only that it comes with a manual, but it comes with this little piece of paper here. It looks like a letter, right? And when you open it, it's the freaking entire world map. And it's getting blown out, unfortunately. I'm trying to help out here. All right. But yeah, the entire world, they give you a map for it. It's awesome. The only other game like this I've seen that's done this is the multiverse version of Axiom Verge. And it's even a reversible cover, and that sunlight is just ruining this right now. But there you go. You can kind of see it. We have Octopath Traveler on Nintendo Switch. This game's artwork is amazing. And even the artwork in the game, it has this very like 16-bit aesthetic. If you've never seen it, it looks so damn good. And then you don't really have an instruction manual, but I really appreciate this kind of like mosaic that they've done of all the different characters on the inside. So there's 8 characters in the game, and you have like some that are like a scholar, some that are like, I guess ladies of the night. I don't know how you would say that. And this is who I'm playing right now. Hyatt, I think is her name, and she's a Huntress. And she's a really freaking awesome character. I highly recommend playing as her. It's really neat because her character actually has a dialect because she was like raised in the woods and stuff. So it's, I don't know if it's supposed to be like their version of like a redneck dialect or something, but it's really kind of neat to see how they read, how they like do it in the text boxes and stuff. This next one is one of my favorite games of all time. And if you've never played it, this one also has a very unique art style to it and stuff too. And I'll pop up like videos of like what these games kind of look like here and there in the video. But holy crap. And here's how serious I just wanted to say about this, I am about this game. This game came out the same year as Twilight Princess, and a lot of people felt it was a better Zelda than Twilight Princess was. And then on top of that, this game has no US physical release. So I had it imported from Japan just so I could have a physical release of it. And that game is Okami. I mean, that is just beautiful, beautiful artwork. And this game is just a beautiful game. And it has a reversible cover. So there's the inside. And I have to put all this stuff at an angle because the sun is just not cooperating right now. All right, next up, I didn't really have a strong feeling about this one, but everybody else in the comments of the Twitch stream last night said that they had nostalgia for it, that they loved the cover of it and everything. And I do think that this is quite honestly, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, I think this is the best Sonic 2D game. And I really mean it. It's like basically this, Sonic 2, Sonic CD. I love those three. I'm not like a huge fan of Sonic, but this one is just I loved it. It was really good. It still has some shortcomings. I think some of the bonus missions get a little bit stale because there's so many of them after a little while. But you know, other than that, it's like if they would have made that like a little bit more variety and like the bonus missions and stuff, I think this game would have been close to perfect. So that is Sonic Mania for the Switch. Now, this isn't really the cover that everybody thinks looks awesome. This has a reversible cover, and let me show you what I mean. And this is what the reversible cover looks like. So it basically turns it into a Genesis cart artwork. It's pretty neat. And even like the Genesis, it has like the player information and stuff on the back. It's really, really kind of crazy. And I love how on the spine they even make it like a Genesis spine. So, very cool stuff. Okay, so we're down to the last two. This one is probably, if I'm going to be honest, if you look at most Nintendo covers, I mean, they're okay. I would say probably some of the strongest ones are like the Zelda covers. But like Mario games and stuff have pretty bland covers. Like most of the other like Nintendo games like Donkey Kong Country and stuff like that usually have pretty bland covers on them. But this one, for some reason, and just even the art style of this series, always didn't feel very Nintendo. It always felt like a game that I would have expected from the art style and stuff to see more like on a Dreamcast or something like that. And that is Splatoon 2. I absolutely love the artwork on this cover with all the colors and everything. I love the artwork on the back. Now, to be fair, this is a variant. So if you got this game normally, it would have different artwork on the back with like game logos and stuff. But they sold a version of this with like a how to play book or like a starter. They called it a starter pack, and it has like a guide in it on how to play Splatoon. And so that pack has got a very different back to it. And the back, I think, is what made this kind of stand out for me. But most Nintendo artwork is kind of bland. All right, we have a couple of honorable mentions. One right here. One honorable mention, the front cover of Dragon Quest XI, Tales of an Elusive Age. This is amazing artwork, but everybody kind of thought, and I originally had it in the pile, but that back art is kind of meh. And then the interior art is also just kind of so-and-so, right? So it's like, that's what really knocked it out of its spot, was the fact that the two other sides were just kind of eh. And this one also was in the pile originally, and everybody in stream decided that this last one that got originally knocked out needed to be put back in because, and I agree with them, I think the artwork that these guys put into their games is amazing, and it's amazing on the cover too. But let's just mention this, honorable mention real quick, and that is Wonder Boy, the Dragon's Trap. And so this is just an amazing cover. Now I have the Japanese version, which is the Piki version. And I can't remember who makes the one over here, but I just got it off of Play Asia because it was a little bit cheaper. Ironically, for a Japanese game, it does have English on the side, but you can still see it has the Japanese rating board there. And there's the back. And it is on the interior, they have what the cover would have been if it was Monster World in Japan, which is what it went by. And in this pack, you get a keychain. And this is one of the games that they give you manuals for. And a lot of these games have manuals, but I appreciate when they do this and they go to this length to do it because these manuals look amazing. They look really good. All right, last one in the top 10 pile here. It's Transistor. This game, and what Supergiant does with their games is just, their artwork is astonishing. Right now they have the game Hades that just came out on the Switch. It's been out on PC as for like beta access or whatever for a while through Epic Games. The back is okay. There's nothing really super amazing on the back, but I think everybody agrees because of what was on the inside of the cover. It just kind of pushed it over the edge, and the fact that it does have a full color manual and all that. So it being a limited run game, you do get a full color manual, and the artwork even in the manual is really good. So they did a great job with this, with the artwork, with all the characters and everything. Limited run knows how to win my heart. There is a foil card in there, and I love foil so much. Anything that shines like this, I'm not kidding you. When I was a kid, like rainbow colored shit like this and all that, I would stare at the back of CDs. I would just sit there in the sun and just go, huh, CDs. And then I would angle it the wrong way, and the sun would reflect back in my eyes, and I would burn my eyes out. But it was cool up until that point. And there's the interior artwork right there. That's the character Red. And man, this whole box looks good. All right, so those are my top 10 games out of my Switch collection, also picked by some of you guys on my live stream. If you'd like to check out my live stream, I'm trying to be live on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Right now, the schedule's kind of inconsistent because I'm just trying to I want to get into a rhythm and see if I can make that consistency happen more and more before I actually commit to a schedule. Because there's something to me about committing to a schedule, and it's like, oh no, now I'm locked into this place. I'm trapped. I can't get out. I can't get out. So if you want to come over and check those live streams out, and I also have an idea where there's some stuff I want to show you guys here in the Pacific Northwest. It's going to fit into Fit Gamer when I start doing more and more of that stuff. But it's going to be going for hikes out in the woods and enjoying it. And I tried to do Mirror Falls yesterday, and it was just packed. I couldn't get in. I couldn't find a parking spot, so I just went to the lake and took some cool photography and stuff of the lake and videos and all that, and went back home just for my own sake and my own memory. But here, I'll share some of it with you guys. So yeah, what's your top favorite art on any video game? Could be anything on any system. Just put it down in the comments down below because I really want to search it and see what it is. And yeah, you guys have an awesome day. Have an awesome rest of your week. I will be trying to get more videos up more consistently. And you guys take care.